Good evening in Belgium. It's evening, and welcome to another video on how to use the navigation system on the Deltawing F16. The route that I made starts from Shepherd Air Force Base, we'll go to the Lima Alpha Whiskey VOR, and we will end up in the Altus Air Force Base. Navlog Kilo Sierra Papa Sierra, Sierra Hotel Papa, Lima Alpha Whiskey, Lima Tango Sierra, Kilo Lima Tango Sierra. So TACAN station, VOR, DME station. So the TACAN stations, they have a ghost frequency or a ghost channel, or is it the other way around? There's a ghost channel. So the VORs have a ghost TACAN channel. Let's check. So the TACAN for Sierra Hotel Papa is where did I found it? Can I see it over here? Voila. So it's 45 X-ray. If there's not a Yankee, it's always an X-ray. Alright. Then we will go to Lowton, VOR frequency, and then the TACAN ghost channel 31 X-ray. Over here Altus, it's a TACAN, so we use 35 X-ray. We depart on the runway 33 left, and we will end up on the runway 35 right. Let's check it out. Where did I put it? So eventually I will fly. I'm gonna put it over here somewhere-ish. So we come from the Lima Alpha Whiskey. I fly a point-to-point 11 DME on the radial 355, and then make a ILS landing on the 35 right. Had a long working day, I guess. Alright, so let's set up the navigation system. We have the horizontal situation display, 50 nautical miles. Let's set up the first waypoint. So I actually only use, I don't use the airports. I always use, if there's no other option, I will use the airports, but in most cases I will just use the navigation station, because all procedures are actually based on the stations, on the VOR or TACAN stations. I'm gonna zoom in. So now you can't see, if I type this will go away. So the first thing I'm gonna do is steer point 1. I'm gonna put in this these coordinates. So take a while to look at them, and first start with oh no, that's return. Steer point 1, we go down, we push north, and then we add 3359 33, and most people are asking, what the hell, where is the figures are not in the correct place. 33 degrees, 59 minutes. So how do we do it? How do we get the decimal on the correct spot? We just add a 0. So as you can see, 33, 59, 33. And I said I'm not going to use the airports, so 5896. Again, north 335896, and we add a 0. Enter. We go down. It's west, so we type west 0982926. Again, add a 0. Enter. Again, we check 335896 098 2926. So waypoint 1, Sierra Hotel Papa. Elevation, I'll leave it as it is. We go back up, select our next waypoint, go back down. Again, press north 342977. We add in a 0. Enter. Longitude is west 0982479. Again, add a 0. Back up. Lima Tango Sierra north 343978, and we add a 0. Let's check. 3978. Okay, that's correct. Enter. Again, west 0991627. Add a 0. And we check. 343978 0991627. Correct. So now we have here our first waypoint. If we zoom out, so we can see waypoint 1, waypoint 2, waypoint 3. Should come in handy if they light up when you select them. Maybe that's in another update. Normally they should light up. So I know my next waypoint is 2. Here I can see traffic behind me. Alright, so next step, Sierra Hotel Papa is on channel 45. Put this away. So again, Shepherd 45 X-ray, and we can also check the coordinates if they are correct. Alright, so let's go to ILS and we put in 045, enter, and we can identify Sierra Hotel Papa. Normally we can also listen to the TACAN Morse code to identify. Not working yet. Maybe one thing to note, if you want to change the X-ray to a Yankee, push 0, enter, again 0, enter, Sierra Hotel Papa, identified. Let's go back to 35 right, localizer frequency 11055, on the radial 355. So set up the ILS 11055, enter, 355, enter. So I have set up my course, and we can I've set up my route, and I have set up my ILS already. So let's take off. First waypoint, Lima Alpha Whiskey. Uh, 3020. 3020 set. Autopilot, not gonna use it. It's not fully working yet. It's working, but it tries to kill me. So I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna hand fly the airplane. Okay, I hope I pushed the correct button. Yes, because I have set up, I always fly with another aircraft, the Boeing 737-200, daytime, and okie doke. Voila, ready for departure. Okay. So again, maybe nice to know, actually important to know, TACAN and enough you can check. So that's something they have to work on. They know it, that this happens. So okay, I'm gonna check 32 miles on a course 003. Where can I find it? Go back 32 miles, and this is actually 002, 003. So this is your course, and this is actually your heading to fly and your distance, or this is your track, or how do you call it, I don't know. So actually this is centered 002, 32 miles, steer point 2, 45 X-ray. Alright, and we can take off. So I don't know the standard procedure for a takeoff with the F16. I only fly small aircrafts in real life as well, so let's have some fun. Full power. I think 150 is the rotation speed, not sure. Positive rate, gear up. And going for 80% RPM. And maybe another thing to tell. So we have actually a bearing pointer, so we call it actually the bearing top of the needle, and we have the tail of the needle. So the tail will always tells you your position in relation to the station. So the station is over there and I am over here. So I am actually now on the radial 185 at 29 miles. Okay, so I am here, station is over there, I am on the 185 of this station. Should anybody wants to know, so since I'm in the air I can check TACAN is not quite working. He's pointing this way, the TACAN station is over there. Gonna see what happens when I'm in the air. Enough, maybe it's a faulty reception of some other interference thingies. Alright, unpause. So nav is for the steer points. Ah yes, yeah, stupid. The TACAN is working because the TACAN station is behind us and I put in 45 X-ray, so it's correct. So let's switch to Lima Alpha Whiskey, that's 31 X-ray. So again 031, enter, and it should change Lima Alpha Whiskey, and it's the same as nav, so correct. I think Costa's gonna kill me. Sorry. So TACAN is working and navigation is working as well. So let's navigate through the nav, so the steer points. I'm gonna climb too high. 23 miles to go. Gonna trim out a little bit. Speed is dropping. Take about 85%. Slightly less will give me 250 knots. Plus minus. Alright, so we have our square is pointing towards the steer point. Steer point over here, we have traffic over there. Nice job that they did on the F16. I can really hand fly it with no trouble. Navigation works perfect. Miles. Maybe some other nice feature. Return, go to ILS, no, go to steer points. So again, trim. Should be nice in the autopilot. I'm gonna show you what the autopilot does. It does this. That that's not the normal attitude of an autopilot. It actually should stay level, not nosedive, but they are working on it. And eventually they will get it. So go to steer point. Oh, nope. Steer point sequence. Now it's on automatic. And now if we fly over Lima Alpha Whiskey, it should change to steer point 3 automatically. Plus minus 3000 feet. Traffic at 2 o'clock. How many miles? Oh, it's far away, can't see it. Approaching 3 miles. So it's actually over there. The closer I go, the more sensitive the needle becomes, and it should switched over to waypoint 3 automatically. And we are inbound Lima Tango Sierra. I am going to try and fly a point-to-point. I'm gonna try and explain. So a point-to-point. If we take the chart, I cannot show the chart like this. So I want to navigate to this point, the initial fix. And it is on a radial 355 on 11 miles. So how do I do it? First, I select the correct station. Lima Tango Sierra is 035 X-ray and pause. Okay, Lima Tango Sierra. I will take the radial 355. The outside of the compass is actually, let's presume this is 40 miles, and I am here at 40 miles, and I want to go to 11 miles, which is over here. Wait, I'm gonna see that I do it right. I know how to do it, but to explain is difficult. I'm gonna first turn to the station. That's more easy to explain, I think. Alright, so well, with the needle on top, it's more easier to explain. So, again, I am on the tail at 42 miles, and I know that the course 355 is over there. This is actually 0, this is 0 miles, this is 42 miles, so 42 miles. And let's say I want to take 11, so this is actually also 42. Let's divide it 21. Let's divide it again. So over here, I want to go over here to this point. I am there, so I just make a line. This line I copy. So I have to take a heading of 295-ish, but the wind is coming from the right, so I will take 300. I hope this makes sense. So I am here 42, so the big ring is 42. I make a small ring of 11. This here is 11-ish, so make a line, copy the line, take into account the wind. Let's take 300 and see what happens. And I need to be at 3,100 feet. And it should actually be fun if I can use the autopilot sometimes to configure the airplane and not to overspeed. Alright, so let's take this heading bug as a reminder. Check something first because something is not adding up on my think what am I doing wrong? Yes, I think I have to take the other side. So I am over here and at 36 and I have to take this side, I think. So I have to take 270. It's been a long time ago, I think, that I flown a point to point. I have to train again because it is obvious. Why do I know that I'm wrong? The pointer, the top of the needle should point to the station, which is over there, and the point that I want is over there. So the TACAN station should be left of my position, right of my position. So I am at 33 miles, point to point to Sipnol. Initial approach fix IF actually there. Alright. Maintain 3000. I did not set the altitude alarm. And I can start ILS TACAN. So again, I am at 29 miles. Let's recheck. If I take my chart, I'm coming from over here. I need a point over there. So it's logical that the TACAN, the top of the needle, is pointing right of my heading. And I need to go to this point. Alright, so I want this point on the radial 355, 11 miles. I am over here at 30 miles. I want to go to 10 miles. So this is actually 30, this is 15. And this should be 11. This should actually be a straight line. So let's, I have to turn somewhat 265. Let's check. Let's go for 265. Alright. I need 3,100 feet. Don't slow down, this is something I cannot figure out. Some setting that will keep me at 250 knots or at another desired airspeed. I can't figure it out. So okay, I set it at 82 and my speed is going up. Still flying my point to point, 3000 feet, 240 knots. I want to fly 250. So I take a little bit less. Still going up, slower. Take a little bit less, 81. And still going up, going for 80. Approaching 22 miles, I need 11. Speed seems to be stabilizing. And it's going back down. So let's check. So 21 and I need 11, so this should be, this distance is 11, this distance is 11, so I am here at 21. This should be a straight line to the middle. 21 and the middle is 11. This is a straight line, maybe a little touch to the right, maybe. And I should have my point to point Correct. .265 knots. Speed is, I think, stable. 3,150. I actually need 3,100. Point to point, I am at 19. Point to point is looking good. 260. Gonna take a little bit less RPM. So 79. Recheck my point to point. I'm gonna take a little bit more. So I have to actually, no, I have to take a little bit more outside because I want the radials to speed up, not the distance to speed up. 11. Not overcorrecting. 250, keep your speed. Okay. 45 degrees off. Yeah. Let's recheck. 14. No, I think I'm overcorrecting. Getting nervous by you guys. So my initial heading was actually quite correct. So that happens sometimes, that you overcorrect, not being sure. So 11. And the more I come abeam, the slower the distance will increase or decrease. So I'm gonna completely slow down the distance. I want the radials to work. Check your speed. So now all of a sudden I am at 290 with only 80%. So yeah, I can't figure the speed out. I don't know why. At 11, at 12, approaching 11. So I can toy a little bit with the radials and the distance. So there my CDB is moving. And I'm plus minus on the 11, so I can turn inbound. Voila. So let's check. I am on a radial 355, so here is 355. So 175 actually at 11 DME. So with a little bit of struggle, my point-to-point was successful. And my instructor will kill me if he sees my what I've done actually. Not familiar with the airport. Where is the runway? It's over there. 35 right. Overspeed of the gear. I'll just lower the gear to get my ILS working. So at the moment that you lower the gear, the ILS will become visible on your HUD. The F16 is actually like a vacuum cleaner. It reacts somewhat slower than usual than a general aviation aircraft. You really have to anticipate your speed. Gear is down and locked.